Hey, have you heard the news? Someone won the lottery jackpot.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Did you win?
Nah, it wasn't me. But imagine winning all that money, what would you do with it?
Let me think. I'd buy a private island, hire a personal chef and never have to cook again.
Sounds like a plan. I'd probably buy a fancy sports car and travel the world.
Don't forget to buy me a ticket to come along.
Of course, we'll have to celebrate our big win together.
I can't wait, but let's not get too excited yet. We haven't won anything.
Yeah, you're right. But it's fun to dream, right?
Absolutely. Maybe we should buy a lottery ticket and see if our luck changes.
Good idea, let's do it. Who knows, maybe we'll be the next lucky winners.
Fingers crossed.
But let's not forget that the odds of winning the lottery are pretty slim.
That's true. But you never know, someone has to win eventually, right?
That's a good point. And even if we don't win the jackpot, we could still win some smaller prizes.
Exactly, every little bit helps. Plus, it's always fun to have a chance to win some extra cash.
Agreed. And even if we don't win anything, we can still enjoy imagining what we would do with all that money.
Definitely. It's nice to have something to look forward to and dream about.
So let's go buy that lottery ticket and see if we can make our dreams a reality.
Sounds like a plan. Who knows, maybe we'll be the lucky ones this time.
Let's hope so. And if we do win, we'll have to come up with a plan to celebrate our big win.
I like the sound of that. Let's just remember to stay grounded and not let the money change who we are.
Absolutely. Money can't buy happiness, but it can definitely make life a lot more comfortable.
That's very true. So let's go buy that lottery ticket and see what happens. Who knows, maybe we'll be the next big winners.
Alright, let's go buy that ticket and try our luck. Who knows, maybe we'll get lucky and hit the jackpot.
Yes, let's go. But first, let's agree to split the winnings if we win, okay?
Of course, that's only fair. But what if we win a smaller prize, like a few $1,000s?
I think we should still split it, but maybe not 50/50ths. We could divide it based on how much we each spent on the ticket.
That sounds like a good idea. I just hope we don't win a tiny prize like $1 or something.
Ha, don't worry. Even if we don't win anything big, we'll still have a good time dreaming about what we would do with the money.
That's true. And who knows, maybe we'll get lucky and win enough to take that dream vacation we've been talking about.
Yes, that would be amazing. But even if we don't win, we can always work hard and save up for it ourselves.
Absolutely. But there's no harm in taking a chance and trying our luck with the lottery, right?
Exactly. So let's go buy that ticket and see what happens. Who knows, maybe we'll be the next big winners.
Alright, let's do it. Fingers crossed.
But you know what they say, you can't win if you don't play.
That's true, but I think I have better chances of finding a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Oh, come on, don't be such a pessimist. You have to believe in the power of positive thinking.
You're right, I should have a more optimistic attitude. Maybe I should start meditating and visualizing my big win.
Ha, don't get too carried away. But hey, it's worth a shot. Maybe that will increase our chances of winning.
Alright, I'll start meditating and visualizing right now. I see dollar signs and bags of money.
Ha, I think you're taking this a bit too seriously. But I like your enthusiasm.
Well, you never know, maybe my positive vibes will attract some good luck our way.
I hope so. But even if we don't win, we can still enjoy the excitement of the lottery and the possibility of winning big.
That's true. And who knows, maybe we'll end up with a funny story to tell if we don't win anything.
Ha, that's always a possibility. But let's stay positive and hope for the best. You never know, we could be the next big winners.
Alright, let's go buy that ticket and see what happens. Maybe our luck will change and we'll be living the high life in no time.
Ha, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. But hey, it's always fun to dream.
You're right. And who knows, maybe we'll get lucky and win enough to quit our jobs and live the life of luxury.
Oh, that sounds like a dream come true. But let's not forget about the taxes we'll have to pay on our winnings.
Oh no, don't even remind me. Uncle Sam always has a way of taking a big chunk out of our earnings.
Ha, that's true. But I think we'll still have plenty left over to live the good life.
You're right. And even if we have to pay taxes, at least we won't have to worry about money for a long time.
Absolutely. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We still have to actually win the lottery first.
That's true. But hey, you never know. Maybe today is our lucky day.
I like your optimism. Alright, let's go buy that ticket and see what happens.
Alright, let's do it. And if we don't win, at least we can say we tried and had a good time dreaming about what we would do with the money.
Exactly. So let's go have some fun and take a chance on the lottery. Who knows, we might just get lucky.
And even if we don't win, we can always say we contributed to the education system by buying a lottery ticket.
Ha, that's a good point. At least we can feel good about supporting a good cause.
That's true. And who knows, maybe we'll even get a consolation prize or something.
Yeah, like a free ticket for the next draw or a t-shirt that says, I played the lottery and all I got was this lousy t-shirt.
Haha, that would be funny. But hey, at least we would have something to show for our efforts.
Absolutely. But let's aim high and hope for the big win.
You're right. Let's go buy that ticket and cross our fingers. Maybe we'll get lucky and win enough to buy a private island.
Ha, I like the way you think. Let's do it.
Alright, let's go. And who knows, maybe we'll end up on the news as the next big winners.
Ha, that would be crazy. But hey, you never know. Let's go have some fun and see what happens.
I can already imagine the headline: local couple wins big in the lottery and quits their jobs to travel the world.
Ha, that would be amazing. But let's not get too carried away just yet.
You're right. But hey, even if we don't win the jackpot, we can still have some fun and dream about all the things we would do if we did win.
Absolutely. And who knows, maybe we'll win enough to pay off our mortgage and go on a nice vacation.
That would be great too. But let's aim high and hope for the big win.
Alright, let's go buy that ticket and see what happens. And if we don't win, we can always try again next time.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe our luck will change and we'll be the next big winners.
Ha, let's hope so. But even if we don't win, at least we had some fun dreaming about the possibilities.
You're right. And who knows, maybe we'll end up with a funny story to tell our friends about our lottery experience.
Ha, that's always a possibility. But let's stay positive and hope for the best. You never know, we could be the lucky ones.
Alright, let's go buy that ticket and see what happens. Maybe today is our lucky day.
I hope so. And if we do win big, we'll have to figure out how to spend all that money.
Yeah, we'll need to make a plan. We can start by buying that private jet we always talked about.
Ha, and don't forget about the yacht and the luxury cars.
Of course not. And we can finally take that trip to space that we always dreamed of.
Yes. And we can donate some of the money to charity too, to spread the good fortune.
That's a great idea. And maybe we can also invest some of it to make sure we never have to worry about money again.
Exactly. But first, we need to actually win the lottery.
Right, let's not get ahead of ourselves. But hey, even if we don't win, at least we had some fun dreaming about the possibilities.
Absolutely. And who knows, maybe we'll win a smaller prize and still have something to celebrate.
Yeah, like enough money to buy a fancy dinner and a nice bottle of wine.
Ha, that sounds great too. Alright, let's go buy that ticket and see what happens. Maybe today is our lucky day. Let's do it. And if we don't win, at least we had some fun dreaming about the possibilities.
That's right. And who knows, maybe our dreams will come true.
Definitely. And if they don't, at least we can always try again.
That's the spirit. And maybe next time we'll have even more crazy ideas for what to do with all that money.
Ha, that's for sure. And who knows, maybe we'll even have some wilder dreams.
Absolutely. And we'll have to make sure we write them all down so we don't forget.
Yes, and we can even make a vision board to keep us motivated and focused on our goals.
That's a great idea. And we can put pictures of all the things we want to do and achieve.
Definitely. And we can even put a picture of a giant pile of cash as our ultimate goal.
Haha, that's a funny idea. But hey, who doesn't love the idea of swimming in a pool of money?
That's true. But for now, let's focus on buying that ticket and seeing what happens.
You're right. Let's go do it. And even if we don't win, at least we had some fun dreaming about the possibilities.
Absolutely. And who knows, maybe our dreams will come true one day.
I have a good feeling about it. Let's go make it happen. Hey, guess what? We won the lottery.
Really? That's amazing. How much did we win?
It's a huge jackpot, we won $50 million.
Oh my god, that's incredible. We're rich.
Yes, we are. But we don't want to keep all this money to ourselves. Let's share the happiness with our friends.
That's a great idea. We can have a big party and invite all our friends over.
And we can surprise them with the news that we've won the lottery.
They'll be so happy for us. And who knows, maybe we can even share some of our winnings with them.
That's right. And we can even start a lucky sock and puppet company with our friends.
Ha, you never give up on that lucky sock and puppet idea, do you?
Nope, I believe in the power of luck and puppets. And I think our friends will too.
Ha, well let's go plan that party then. Our lucky sock and puppet empire awaits.
Yes, let's do it. And remember, with great wealth comes great responsibility.
Ha, I know. But right now, let's just focus on celebrating and having fun with our friends.
Absolutely. This is going to be the best party ever.
Hey, do you remember that time we won the lottery?
Of course I do. It was one of the best moments of our lives.
It was so surreal. I couldn't believe we had actually won.
And remember how we told all our friends and had that huge party?
Oh yeah. That was so much fun. And everyone was so happy for us.
And then we started that lucky sock and puppet company.
Ha, that was your crazy idea. But hey, it worked out pretty well.
You can't deny the power of luck and puppets.
Ha, I guess you're right. But sometimes I wonder what would have happened if we hadn't won.
Well, we would have still had each other and our amazing friendship.
Ah, that's so sweet.
And who knows, maybe we would have found another way to be successful and happy.
Yeah, you're right. Money isn't everything.
That's right. And no matter what, we'll always have those lucky socks and puppets to remind us of our crazy journey.
Ha, that's true. And who knows, maybe we'll win the lottery again someday.
Huh, anything is possible. But even if we don't, we'll still be the luckiest people in the world, because we have each other.
Ah, that's so sweet. You always know just what to say.
Huh, what can I say? I'm a lucky guy.
You know what, I was thinking, we should buy another lottery ticket.
Another one? Why? We already won the lottery once.
I know, but lightning can strike twice, right?
I suppose so. But what would we even do with another jackpot?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe we could buy a castle in Scotland or a private island in the Caribbean.
Huh, and what about our lucky sock and puppet company?
Well, we could expand it. We could make even luckier socks and puppets.
Huh, you're never going to let go of that idea, are you?
Nope, never. The world needs more luck and puppets.
Alright, let's buy that lottery ticket. But I'm not sure I can handle all that luck again.
Ha, don't worry. We'll handle it together, just like we always do.
Alright, let's do it. Who knows, maybe we'll be even luckier this time.
Yes. And we'll have another reason to throw a huge party and celebrate with our friends.
Haha, that's true. They'll never believe that lightning struck twice.
They'll have to start calling us the luckiest couple on Earth.
I don't know about that. But one thing's for sure, we'll always be lucky to have each other.
Hey, have you heard from our friends since we won the lottery?
Not really. I think they're just trying to give us some space.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. We need some time to figure out what to do with all this money.
I still can't believe it. We won the lottery.
I know, it's crazy. And to think, we almost didn't even buy that ticket.
Haha, yeah, we were about to give up and go home. But then something told us to try one more time.
I'm so glad we did. And you know what? I think we should share our luck with our friends.
Share our luck. How do we do that?
We'll buy them all lottery tickets. That way, if they win, they'll always remember that it was thanks to us.
Haha, that's a pretty good idea. And who knows, maybe they'll even share the winnings with us.
Exactly. It's a win-win situation.
Alright, let's do it. We'll be the most generous lottery winners ever.
Ha, and the most loved by our friends too.
Alright, let's get to the store and buy those tickets. Our friends are going to be so surprised.
Yes, and so lucky.
I just had a thought, what if our friends don't win anything with the lottery tickets we give them?
Ha, then they'll just have to settle for the gift of our friendship and good luck vibes.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. But we can't control the lottery, it's all just luck.
That's true. But even if they don't win anything, it's still the thought that counts.
You're right. And besides, we've already won the big prize. We can afford to be generous.
Absolutely. We have more than enough to share with our friends and family.
I just hope they don't start coming out of the woodwork now that they know we're lottery winners.
Ha, don't worry. We'll just have to be selective with who we share our good fortune with.
Good point. We don't want to end up with a bunch of new best friends who only like us for our money.
Exactly. But hey, if anyone wants to give us $1 million just for being awesome, we wouldn't say no.
Haha, you never know. Maybe our luck will keep on rolling.
Here's hoping. But even if it doesn't, we still have each other and a lot of lucky socks and puppets.
Haha, that's true. We're the luckiest couple on earth, no matter what.
Speaking of lucky socks, have you washed yours yet?
Nope, I think I'm going to wear them until they disintegrate.
Ha, gross. You're going to stink up the whole house.
Hey, my lucky socks have magical powers. I can't mess with that.
Alright, well just don't blame me if you get a nasty foot infection.
Don't worry, I'll take one for the team if it means keeping our luck intact.
Well, I think it's time we start thinking about what we're going to do with all this money.
Yeah, we should probably hire a financial advisor or something.
And maybe start looking for a bigger house.
And a vacation home.
And a new car.
And a private jet.
Whoa, slow down there. Let's not get too carried away.
Haha, sorry. I just can't help but dream big.
That's okay. We have all the time in the world to figure out what to do with our winnings.
And in the meantime, we'll just keep on being lucky and happy.
Absolutely. It's not every day you win the lottery, so we might as well enjoy it.
And share it with those we love.
And maybe even some strangers too. Who knows, maybe we'll start a whole luck revolution.
Haha, now that would be something. The world could definitely use more luck and happiness.
Agreed. Let's make it happen, one lucky puppet at a time.
You know what we should do? We should go to Vegas and test our luck there.
Ha, I don't know if we want to push our luck too far.
Come on, it'll be fun. We'll dress up in our luckiest clothes and hit the slots.
Alright, but if we lose all our winnings, we're coming straight back home.
Deal. But I have a feeling our luck will hold up.
Well, if nothing else, we'll have a good time and some great stories to tell.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe we'll even win big and have even more money to share with our loved ones.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, but it's always good to dream big.
Speaking of dreams, what are you going to do with your share of the winnings?
Well, first of all, I think I'm going to buy a new wardrobe.
Haha, that's not surprising. You always look great, but it'll be fun to see you in some new outfits.
And I think I'm going to take a cooking class or two. I want to learn how to make some fancy dishes for our friends and family.
That's a great idea. And maybe we can even host a big dinner party to celebrate our good fortune.
Yes. And we can decorate with all our lucky socks and puppets.
Ah, I love it. Our guests will think we're crazy, but that's okay.
We're lucky and crazy, and that's all that matters.
Hey, speaking of crazy, do you remember that time we tried to make our own luck potion?
Oh no, not that again. That was a disaster.
Hey, we were just trying to be creative. And who knows, maybe it would have worked if we had used the right ingredients.
Right ingredients. We were mixing everything from garlic to orange juice in that pot.
Huh, yeah, maybe we should stick to just wearing our lucky socks and puppets.
Agreed. But you know what? I think we should start a tradition of buying a lottery ticket every year on the anniversary of our big win.
That's a great idea. And who knows, maybe lightning will strike twice.
Or maybe we'll just have a fun day dreaming about all the possibilities.
That's always worth it. You know, I feel like we're the luckiest people in the world.
Why's that?
Because we have each other, and we have so much to be grateful for.
Ah, that's so sweet. And you're right, we are lucky in so many ways.
And that's what really matters. Not the money, but the love and happiness we share.
You always know just what to say. I love you.
I love you too, lucky lady.
Please like and subscribe. And welcome to watch more videos from our channel.